All right, back at it again. Okay. So we have our flowers that we are thinking that we're still missing some. We'll do that. Follow to its source. Is it a is it like a lake? Oh, here. Could Fear Bringer be Widow's Woe? Yeah, it is, actually. I'm pretty sure I found that. But there's also this. 8 miles to the east. Okay, so we have the coin. And it goes, like, right there. So it's... I don't know where it starts specifically. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Gazing at the still water of the lake. Sorry. Its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Oh, okay. I think I have a sticky note of the plants that I think that is, and that we're missing. Okay. And, okay. Another thing we need to do. Let me put this away, and I'll put this away. This away. Okay. We need Widow's Woe. I know that much. It looks like Keltfoot, partly due to unpleasant scent. Dainty dark yellow flowers grow at the bed along the leaves. Okay, where's these new flowers that we got? The flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. Okay. So there's one. There's the other. What about this one? The bland smelling flower. Okay. This one looks similar to the picture with the leaves. And it says dark yellow. But we'll keep looking and see if we can find something else. Dark yellow, though. Leaves are wrong on that one. I kind of feel like this one's probably closer to it. Okay, now let's go to another hint. So we've already done this one, all right? Oh yeah, this is the next one we need. Okay. Yes, this one. So let's see. I don't know where this one is. We know that one lifts curses. I think we just gave one to a lady not too long ago. That literally lifts a curse. Which one had the curse? It was literally one of the ones we just used. So we found in the forest, thought to be much of God's appearance, straight to resolve and shape mind. Said to strengthen and sharpen the mind. Didn't we have something like that for the elixir? No, it's just that's just protect the thing. Okay, yeah. Dead man's fingers is what it's called, yeah. I think we have found these. I just can't remember which ones these are. Is it this one? Mushroom is dark and damp and used for it to get closer to the involved again. Treats for stomach pain, so that's not it. I'm trying to think of the ones that the guy has asked for. This one's just resolving your situation. Okay, not that one. It's often given to various century. Many petals watching over the leaves. The razor sharp. Petals from the flowers are brewed into certain antidotes for a dark, deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, and everything eventually results in a painful death. Okay, so this one is one we need. This one. Okay, we're gonna put all these down here. It don't matter nearly as much as what we're doing here. So this one is the black blood one. That is that one. All right. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth causes can lift curses. So yeah. Light characteristics, physical strength and properties, no. How much of stomach, suffering from hypothermia, no. Dark leaves, much of smells. But it is used essentially to cure all manner of rashes. Okay, not that. A rare plant is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Therefore, is what giving it is also considered 6 petals. Okay, yeah. Produces a red flower that produces the side effect to protect against all manner of afflictions in the mind. This one is supposed to be the hunt one. That one's for locks. The leaves have been used for centuries to prevent eye strain. That's rejuvenation. We don't need that. Potion for courage to brew the leaves. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth, to lift curses. The plant is known to corpse as a friend of the corpse. Oh, it's the devil's cap. Okay, here it is. This is this one. It was a light, pleasant scent, not disarmed to find needles. Boiling. Okay, yeah. To bring. Okay. This plant is known as is ingested as seed as well. Okay. Yeah. It will grow out of the body after decease. Okay. So, do we have any flowers that have similar stems to this? Somewhat pungent. A light, pleasant smell. It has a light, pleasant smell, not similar to pine needles. Pine needles. Do we have one that smells like pine needles? Let's get ones that are not labeled up here. Because I feel like... I think this one could be that one that protects. The one that supposedly we just passed. Delicate flowers. Okay, that doesn't really help. This is unpleasantly smells. smells like rhubarb. Leaves are smooth and soft underneath the skin. It smells. Seems to source of an aromatic smell. Okay. I don't think these ones are it, but we're putting them up there. This one has fruit, so it's not it. This one. Okay. Okay. It's a strong leather. I don't think this is it either. Smells like dripped honey, so that's not it either. Some of these just smell, they say they smell good, but they don't really emphasize what they smell like. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna write this down actually, because we're gonna need this one. So we need devil's cap, nightcap. Okay. I feel like the mushrooms are out because they don't have leaves. These ones have similar shapes to those leaves, but they're not very bendy. Like, these ones look very, like, bendy and stuff. Right? It will grow in the bios of decay. It is like... It has a light, pleasant scent, but... disassembles the thing. Boiling the root will create a toxic fever. So it smells pleasant. Very strong aroma. Somewhat pungent. So these are strong smelling. That can't be them. These leaves are wrong for it. Sickly sweet. That's not the right kind of leaf shape. This one's kind of okay. Small leaves, delicate flowers. It doesn't have a scent, so that's also that. It's also out. A rather unpleasant smell. Maybe? This has fruit and no scent. This one has a some seems to force it because this one has an odor. This one doesn't have an odor. So these have odors. Of all the ones we've got, these have odors. And the one that has the most likely leaves is this one. Because that looks most similar. Is this the one that we need? We could try it for at least have it for now. Okay. And okay. So that one is the first. We've got the 5th done. Let's see if we can find any more. Oh, hey, sweetie. Hold up. Here you go, girlie.
No, don't let her get on the fan.
I didn't let her. Here. You'll be able to reach higher than me. Sorry, the bird landed on the my drink. She landed like on the top of the edge of the drink and was trying to get to the top of the bar with her husband. All right, let's see. So we have the reminder. We need one that binds, which means it wraps around you. There's one that does that. One that brings fear, and one that lifts curses. That's named for overdose. Okay, yeah, we don't need that one. Petals are said to be brewed and that. Yes, we already need that one. Thought to have protected against properties, given it's very okay. Not that. Senses consider overwhelming, but it has no said to simulate a sense of rejuvenate acting. Okay. That affects the eyes. Fully safe to consume in small quantities. Serious fatigue when worn off. Red berries, energy boost. Produces a beautiful round cluster of flowers. Sleep drug. This one's supposed to be friendship between strangers. Aid digestion problems correctly. Okay. Do not drink. The tips of this thing is okay. That's a poison. Glow mushroom. Okay, that's definitely what that green one is. So travels. Avoid walking toward it, fearing that the faint light will lure them to the door. Suspicious travels will avoid walking toward it. Okay, so it's just that. Says chew, get to hygiene. Okay, just smokes. Okay, that's good. Don't need that one. Stems can be incensed. They say to burn the high wielding. Die spirit, believed to be the spirits of the dead and trapped in within the plant. Okay, whatever. Afraid of it can be startling with a memory, even a little bit. Can result in that. Okay, it just makes your memory go away. The healing spell of burning and dry this plant to avoid pain and relief. It is said to the point way toward any person and to locate it. Yeah, that's just that one. Combine an attractive flower is hardly nature. It's considered a memory associated with old age. Confusing, like Kindi flower. This is said to be referred to as skinny shaped. Okay, yeah. It's powerful. Defense mechanisms. It's relief, stinging, barbing, the pain. Okay, so it's just that. Girl leaves that. Some medical uses of it's mostly associated with curing the affliction of the heart. Round flowers and married with small short things. A single drop of the strong smelling sap from this plant will utterly drain a person's mental facilities, reminding them slow and okay. Also cultivated this plant, it would force a person to tell the truth when eaten. Okay, not that. Lifts curses. Okay, so this one. We have this one identified. I knew I had one that lifted curses. I just gotta find it now. Let's see. I think it's down here. It's long something. Okay. Yes, you. Come here. So you are here. And you, it says, forth to lift a curse. So you come here and you sit there. All right. Now we have that. So we're now looking for one that strangles and one that makes fear occur. One of these fingers is said to prevent mind from wandering. Yeah. Allows, said to, that a person can be bound secrecy. Okay. The beautiful flower is made of smaller flowers. Okay, it is to be unpleasant, to be pleasant looking plant, but touching it against bare skins will result in painful sores. To protect from predators, is a plant that must remain, allowing people to pass unnoticed. Okay, now, a large cup that produces a damp smell, promotes confidence. No, we don't need that. Most are small air quality. Yeah, we don't need the improvement of the quality of air. Chewing the root. We'll use anxiety. We don't need that. I think we don't need the treasure or looking for that. Sometimes we call this pink flower that. I think it's just a look, right? Just in a pretty flower. One of the known ways to release... Yes, it's Swift Snap that we need. This one. This Swift Snap is the one that is the tangly one. I don't know if we have that one in our collection yet. But that's the one I was thinking of when I was thinking of that. Green seed pods of sweeping that have a hard outer shell. Sound hollow when tapped to the southern. Okay, so it's thought to bring out good fortune and prepare. Yeah, so it's not that one. Summer burns brightly. Flowers wrapped around. Rigid leaves. Okay. Also known alarming as Hell's Gate. Sometimes some flowers are planted, commonly used in witchcraft. Smells sweetly. Small flowers. Okay. Sour brandy can also help with memory recovery, especially with memories that have been decently saw. An edible flower with mild medical dried, eaten to relieve pain. Okay. This was the one that's meant to be able to hear ability. A close section of the thing detects problems. Okay. Circulation. Highly poisonous, result in insanity and then death. Okay. Cap. Sometimes it stinks. Okay, I never brought. Unwanted souls. Okay, yeah, that's just a wedding one we just did. Soothe. Okay. It's supposed to be luck. Gills, beautiful. Supposedly this moves slowly. It's known for its distressing several nights. Okay. Said to inflict fear. Can also kept food is produced to unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from the bed of a long thin leaves. Induce fear. So it's this one. So we need widows. Widow's woe. Do we have something that looks similar to us? It says from the base, which means the flowers. It says that the dainty dark flowers grow from the bed of long thin leaves. So is it like dainty flowers grow from a bed of long thin leaves? I don't know. I don't think we found that one yet. But I think that makes our 5, right? It's a little bit. Because we think this may be the devil's one. But we need snare and willows. Okay, so that's good at least. At least I have a suspicion that we don't have all of the stuff. Okay, so we're going to end the day. That went longer than I wanted it to, but it's okay. Let's get another hint. 8 miles to the east. Oh. The shepherd watches as she prepares the leaves and roots that she would require. He watches as hours drag by. The sunset, she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving from a dancer amongst the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtle, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. Interesting. Okay, so we are going to end here on both the stream and the game. I kind of overdid it with it again, but it was worth it. And we can just dance the night away.